Right, so in the previous video we went through and we solved this quadratic inequality by factoring, and we got x equals -1 and 6. Now we need to do our sketch and shade to figure out, well, where are the final solutions going to lie? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw my x-axis because the y-axis isn't super important, and I'm going to label that I'm starting at -1 and going to 6 for my two x values. There is no equal to here, so I'm going to draw open circles to symbolize that I can't equal to, because this parabola would have a dashed line, okay? So I'm going to draw nice big open circles there. And now I need to decide, does the parabola open up or open down? And to do that, I go back to my simplified inequality here, and I look at the a value, what's in front of the x squared. This is the positive x squared, so that means it opens up. So I'm going to draw a dashed line parabola opening up through that set of x-intercepts, okay? Now I need to consider the shading. The important part is this. Replace that 0 with a y. So we're looking at this inequality. And I'm just going to replace this with the word parabola. So here I have y is smaller than the parabola because the open side faces the bigger thing. The parabola is bigger than the y values. Or I have y is smaller than the parabola. So y is less than the parabola. That means looking at the vertex, I need to go down from there. So I'm shading down, which in this case is everything outside the parabola. That means that my solutions lie over here to the left of -1 and to the right of 6. Okay? So I need to try to write those intervals. So again, all the way to the left, that's talking about -infinity. All the way to the right, that's talking about +infinity. And then I also have the -1 and the 6. So if I just clean up that number line a little bit, here's the -1, here's the 6, open circle bigger than 6, open circle smaller than -1. -infinity on the left, +infinity on the right. Okay? So, writing my intervals, I'm going from left to right, -infinity to -1, -infinity to -1. I can never equal an infinity, so there's a parenthesis there. And there's an open circle here because there was no equal to here, so I have a parenthesis there as well. Then I have my union to symbolize I have two things being joined together. The next one starts at 6 and ends at infinity. In other words, it goes on forever. Infinities are always parentheses. Again, this is an open circle because there's no equal to here, so that's also a parenthesis. So that's my interval notation answer. I also need to be able to write inequalities. So when I look at the -1, I'm going to the left. Left means smaller than. So I have x is smaller than or less than the -1. Two separate inequalities means it's an or inequality, not an and. And then I'm going to the right of 6, so that means x is bigger than 6 or x is greater than 6. So there are my inequality answers to go with my interval solutions. All right, and that's method 1, sketch and shade.